I've been on YouTube for about 8 or 9 years. After recording myself and showing up, it's only this year that I've actually allowed myself to be seen. And that is why I'm sharing this video with you today, because I do not want you to have to wait that long to allow yourself to be seen. Hello, divine beings. It is your girl, iyaKIN. I am the founder of the non-performative online yoga school, iyaKIN, as well as an emotional EQ coach. Here on my channel, you're going to learn everything about emotional mastery, embodiment, and self-love. So let's get right into it. Now for today, we're going to be talking about a topic that you've probably heard so much about. However, what's going to make this video different is that I'm going to be giving you the real tea, the secret sauce on how to allow yourself to be seen. How do I even know this? Well, I've been on YouTube for about 8 or 9 years. If you're very interested, you can go back to my very first video and check it out for yourself. But I've been on here for a very long time. And since being on YouTube, it's only in the past year, this year, that I've allowed myself to actually be seen. That's why I know this secret, and that is why I'm sharing this video with you today, because I do not want you to have to wait that long and do that much work to allow yourself to be seen. When it comes to being seen, one of the things that really stands out to me that my colleague and someone I deeply admire brought to my attention, Jas Nnenna, I'll make sure to link her Instagram below, is that usually the fear of being seen is deeply rooted in shame. And that shame comes from conditioning that you received as a child, either from someone who you deeply wanted love from, or someone who micromanaged your independence and saw aspects of you that they wanted you or conditioned you to shrink or make smaller for the sheer fact that they wanted to keep you from dying. I know that's extremely dramatic, but that is the truth. So maybe there was a part of you that was super playful or super outgoing or very eccentric, or you would sing and you would do all of these things that were so out of the ordinary as a child. I know I definitely was. And as a result, this person in your life shrunk that expression or made a remark that caused you to shrink that expression. Now, the reason why they did that is because somewhere in their lived experience, they may have learned that in order to survive in society, you have to present yourself a very particular way. So when they saw this outgoing expression or this aspect of you show itself, they immediately capped it down because they wanted to ultimately make sure that you were able to survive in the rest of society. Now, we thank them for holding us down or for subconsciously protecting us in this way. However, in doing so, they also conditioned you to shrink your God self. And I want to let you know today that you don't have to do that. The parts of yourself that you feel ashamed of as a result brings this deep feeling of disgust when it comes up. However, those are the very expressions of life. Those are the very expressions of love and or intimacy and or whatever thing that you're desiring, fill in the blank. Those parts of yourself hold that expression that you are seeking. They're also expressions of your God self, but everything that you are seeking lies in the parts of yourself that you cover and are ashamed to show. So if you're looking for more love, more joy, more happiness, more playfulness, more freedom, more expression, all of that is already inside of you. It's going to be expressed and experienced by the parts of yourself that you shame and or cover. Now, this is where the secret comes in. The way or the pathway to access this, the way that you travel into those parts of yourself, is through a very simple tool that we all know called vulnerability. You might expect this secret to be a little bit more in your face, but what I've come to learn on my spiritual journey is that it'd be the simplest things that offer you the sweetest amount of bliss. And we be complicating things for no damn reason. Vulnerability, by definition, is basically the willingness to allow yourself to be vulnerable, to open yourself up and allow your innermost or most intimate parts to be seen in the face of being hurt. That is actually the secret to allowing yourself to be seen, accepting the fact that allowing yourself to be seen is also going to make you vulnerable to being hurt. Now, going back to what I originally said about being on YouTube all these years and only this year allowing myself to be seen, the reason why that is because all of those years, even though I was showing up, I was coming on camera, I was being open, I was being transparent, I wasn't necessarily allowing myself to really, truly be vulnerable because I was deeply afraid of getting hurt. The person or the parts of myself that I allowed to be seen and presented on this channel were the parts of myself or the parts of my self-concept that I feel most comfortable with, the parts of myself that I feel most confident in sharing, and all of the other aspects of myself that I'm deeply ashamed of, I would not allow y'all to see. Now, in order for me to experience the love, the success, the community, the relationships that I desire from this channel, all of those things are actually going to come from me allowing you to see the parts of myself that I'm most ashamed of showing. And allowing you to see those, knowing that I may get hurt in the midst of revealing that. I wasn't aware of that. I thought the way you build a successful channel is by showcasing the parts of yourself that are the best parts of yourself. The way that you're going to make a connection with people, the way that you're going to really build relationships and connect with people, the people that you're wanting to connect deeply with, whether that be through a social platform, in your career, in your work life, or in your partnership, is by allowing the parts of yourself that you've covered to be seen, because it's through that those desires are experienced and expressed. So when it comes to being seen, if there is a fear there, the secret to moving through that is to allow yourself to be vulnerable and showcase those things in the midst of the fear. Knowing and acknowledging that there is a possibility that you may get hurt. Let that fear come. And when it comes, allow yourself to stay in your body and breathe and move through it. This is where you start to develop emotional mastery through embodiment practices that give you the tools to navigate through dense or high stress emotions. This has been really key for me on my journey to allowing myself to actually be seen so that I can have the experiences and the expressions that I desire. Now, if you are a high achieving woman of color who is deeply looking to be seen, but are struggling with high functioning anxiety and are challenged with getting on the other side, I would like to invite you to join my Divine Feminine Yoga Workshop. I'm hosting one more cohort in 2023 and won't host another one until much later in 2024. Now, the Divine Feminine Yoga Workshop is for high achieving women of color experiencing high functioning anxiety who have the desire to be seen and to attract a partnership, or who are wanting to be seen in their career and do impact-driven work that really aligns with their well-being. If that is you, and you're looking to master your emotions to navigate through this and begin to really embody this level of vulnerability, definitely join the waitlist for the Divine Feminine Yoga Workshop. The waitlist actually opened today, and when you sign up via the link below in my description box, you'll also receive a free embodiment rituals PDF with 7 rituals that you can do to start slowing down in your body right now. I look forward to having you join the Divine Feminine Yoga Workshop. And if you are deeply desiring to be seen, know that it's completely available for you. And the pathway to do that is through vulnerability. Begin to unveil yourself to yourself by being vulnerable and slowly showcasing the parts of yourself that you feel ashamed to share. Share those parts of yourself with you first, and then slowly begin to share them with others, moving through the fear that comes, and allow yourself, and rather accept the fact that in sharing those parts of yourself, there is a possibility that you may get hurt. As you move through that fear, you're building and expanding your window of tolerance to not only be able to navigate through that quote unquote pain if it were to come, but you're also going to allow yourself to experience the desire on the other side of being seen, the desire that you've been waiting for so long. And you deserve that. I hope this video was helpful for y'all. Let me know in the comments below how it resonated for you and what comes up for you when it comes to allowing yourself to be seen. If you're looking for more tips on emotional mastery, embodiment, and self-love, definitely join me here for a new video next week. Don't forget to follow your girl on the gram at Yoga by Biala, as well as following me on my online yoga school at iya.well. And I'll see y'all real soon. Continue to be well.